Welcome to the rinks in Shelton, Connecticut. Here on semifinal Saturday, it's the second semifinal in the purple division as the Quinnipiac Bobcats, the 2 seed, get their first action of the weekend here in Shelton against the Fairfield Stags, coming in as the 3 seed. Hello everyone, welcome into the Long Island Sports Network. My name is Ian Binke, and we are almost set for action, almost ready to determine who is battling for the Emperor's Cup in the final tomorrow. We already know the Farmingdale State Rams will be there after their win over their Rams rivals in Fordham a few moments ago. But right now we are waiting to see who they'll be facing in the final game here on the semifinals on this Saturday between Quinnipiac and Fairfield. Fairfield, the home team here in in practice, as this is their home rink, but they are the road team in theory. As they're on the road bench, they don't get that benefit of the last change, but they'll be definitely the fan favorite here during this game. Anyways, let's jump into this one and break down this matchup. During the regular season, during the season, each team plays each other, but you know the whole deal with that. But during the non-playoff play, these teams played each other 3 times. Quinnipiac got the best of that matchup 2-1. But a lot of close games, a lot of fiercely contested contests. And it's going to be an entertaining matchup between these 2 teams. Even though the Bobcats came in as the 2 seed, they got that first round bye. So they'll be the rested team after Fairfield had to fight to get to this game. They did so with a 6-2 win over Delaware here on this rink last night. And in that game, they look at it, and you could say that Delaware, arguably for 40 minutes, were the better team. They had the better chances in that game, even though Fairfield tallied 64 shots. It was a lot of the high danger chances that went the direction of the Blue Hens, but Eric Dillner had a really good game, made 31 saves, and kept Fairfield in the lead for most of that contest, allowed the Stags to pull away in that third period and cruise to what ended up looking like a comfortable victory, but in reality, anything but. But the matter of the fact is, they got here. Now it's all up to the Fairfield Stags to see if they can find that form which saw them beat Quinnipiac 6-1 back in November. But the Bobcats trying to put a stop to that. And you look at key performers in that game beyond the guy between the pipes and Eric Dillner. A lot of players scored a point, at least 2 points in that game. Zach Lee, one of the players with a goal and an assist, alongside Ned Malolepsy, and also Tyler Marchi. Each of them had a goal and an assist. 2 assists for Rob Sharfstein, as well as Brendan Cullen. So a lot of outstanding guys with multiple points in that game, a 6-goal output on offense. They'll be hoping to play a little bit more responsible defensively to help out their netminder. Meanwhile, on the other side for Quinnipiac, it's a well-rounded offensive attack, but on defense, that is where they shine. They only allowed 56 goals this season. That's the best number by a comfortable margin across all the D1 teams here in the Empire. And that's going to go a long way, especially in the playoffs. Defense wins championships, as they say. And, it might seem cliche, but it's something that's rung true time and time again. And if Fairfield can stonewall this Fairfield team that put up 6 yesterday, they could be, heading a long way. They could have their ticket in hand, just waiting to hand it in to get to the championships on Sunday. If you're looking for some names to watch out for on offense, look for Jacob Noyes. 11 goals, 8 assists. His 11 goals led the team this season, but it's a 2-way race for the point scoring lead between Alex Umbro and Sean McTavish. They each have 21 points, and they did it similar fashions, being playmakers. 16 assists for Umbro, 15 for McTavish. So talented dishers of the puck. and look for them to try to make it a statement early. Meanwhile, in goal, Ryan Solomon, what a story this guy has been. You look at the club level, he's been nothing short of phenomenal. 12 games played, 8 wins over that span. Does have 2 shutouts during the regular season, which leads the entirety of the Division I in the Empire. Also a sterling .921 save percentage. And the club president has won his last 4 starts, undefeated in his last 6, does have a tie mixed in there, breaking up that win streak. But you think, why has he only played 12 games? Well, that's because he's got the opportunity of a lifetime. Some injuries for the NCAA team for Quinnipiac forced him to make some personnel decisions, and Ryan Solomon got the call in November and December to come up with the Quinnipiac Bobcats Division I team. And while he didn't get into any game action, he did get the opportunity to at least suit up, get a locker, and go through the motions, play through practice during November, December with that D1 team. And the opportunity of a lifetime, which for sure he's going to take that experience with the D1 NCAA team here to the D1 club team and try to backstop them all the way to a championship. We'll step aside, but in a few moments, starting lineups, national anthem, and puck drop between the Stags and the Bobcats coming up from the rinks in Shelton, Connecticut, live right here on the Long Island Sports Network.
Rinks of Shelton and the Empire Collegiate Hockey Conference playoff game between Quinnipiac University and Fairfield University. Now, for the starting lineup of our visiting team, the Fairfield University Stags. At forward, number 14, Brendan Cullen. At forward, number 19, Ned Metalepsy. At forward, number 11, Brendan Burke. At defense, number 58, Chris Mendicapre. At defense, number 9, Zach Lee. And starting in goal, number 1, Eric Dillner. Head coach for Fairfield University is Mike Silva. Assistant coaches Lloyd Jakes and Mark Bengino. Now for the starting lineup of our home team, the Quinnipiac University Braves. At forward, number 8, Glenn Constantine. At forward, number 16, Sean McTavish. At forward, number 5, Aiden Paquin. At defense, number 14, Alex Umbro. At defense, number 23, Zach Raposa. And starting in goal, number 31, Ryan Solomon. Head coach for Quinnipiac University is Ben Tufts. Assistant coach, Dave Brennan. Our officials for today is John the Rock Sandos and Connor Hall, Pat Roth, and Jackson Chalmers. At this time, we'd like to ask everybody to please rise for the national anthem.
There were your starting lineups and your national anthem. We're just about set to go between the Quinnipiac Bobcats and the Fairfield Stags. One last spot open in that final day of competition on Sunday. We know Farmingdale will be there. One of these two teams will join them in the battle for the Emperor's Cup. The goaltending matchup, it's the expected one. Eric Dillner goes again for Fairfield, making his second start of the playoffs, fresh off of his 31-save performance yesterday against Udell. Meanwhile, for Quinnipiac, they turn to the team captain and the president, Ryan Solomon. 8-3-1 record during the season. Puck is in the hand of the linesman, Jackson Chalmers. We are almost set for action here. One last spot in the finals. Who will be there? Fairfield or Quinnipiac? We're underway. The last game on semifinal Saturday. Cross-ice pass cut off. Fairfield gets the first look with Zach Lee. That's sent wide. Back up top, Lee fires a shot. Glove saves Solomon. Rebound out to the top. Quinnipiac off for the reset here with Zach Raposa. Can't clear. Back into the corner. Ned Malalepsy. Spinnings tries a shot. That's blocked. Comes out again, a shot. Solomon saves. Into the corner. To the near side, Aiden Pasquin trying to force it clear for the Bobcats. He gets it out to neutral ice, then throws the body around. That creates an opportunity for Zach Glass. Moves over there to Sean McTavish. McTavish jarred free of the puck. Working back up the other end, that's Will Kidd. William Kidd drags to a shot. Solomon saves, rebound. Kidd's denied again. Good save from Solomon. He's made a couple of them big early. As this cleared down the ice by Quinnipiac. That is icing. Early whistle here, 18:55 to go. Just over a minute in. Some big saves early on for Ryan Solomon. He'll be a big factor in this game if Quinnipiac is to advance. Face-off won by the Bobcats, flipped down the ice. It's another icing call. And we'll drop that puck again right where it came from last time. I talked a lot about Farmingdale already advancing. They got a 6-3 win over Fordham. They scored 6 in a row before Fordham struck for a couple late. Comeback effort in the end, not enough. Pass off the near side boards to Pasquin. Pasquin left it behind, but then taken right back for Quinnipiac with Jake Russo. Russo forced into giving it up to Chase McKenna. Players wipe out as this ice has seen a lot of action over the last few days. Back here near side, Quinnipiac send to the far, but can't establish his zone. Connor Momro works up the far side. Momro had his stick lifted, and they race back to it. Momro on the forecheck. Fairfield head for a change. Momro hands back at the point. Milling around, they cross ice feed. Shot from the point, pad stops Solomon. Back here to the near side. Quinnipiac forced that clear. A race to the puck left behind by the Stags. They head back up the ice with it now. That's Aiden Brazel. Brazel had a shorthanded goal yesterday. One of the 6 that they scored against Delaware. Shot from the point. Blocked, works as a pass across. Bouncing puck still there. The shot saves Solomon. Spalling in net. He's still got a piece of that. As now it comes out to the far side boards. Now he covers up. Let's see if we got a replay of that last chance. It was that second opportunity, which he was still rolling in goal. Just flicks that pad out. Denied the follow-up opportunity. Face-off on the near side that is possessed by Quinnipiac, but they can't clear. Bobcats hemmed in their own end as this pass, a miscued one, comes all the way back into the range of Eric Dillner. He watches it go behind his goal. Quinnipiac on the puck, trying to feed it out to the middle, but meets the stick of Will Kidd. He leads the clear. Kidd hands over to the near side. Luca Mandato dumps in. Kidd along the glass, met by a Quinnipiac defender. Trying to feed it out to the middle, finds a teammate. Bringing it up to the top, a spinning shot that's blocked. Rebound, the follow-up. That was blocked again. Now settling down, Jonathan Parker trying to clear for Quinnipiac. He does. Down on a knee, trying to play it. Ronan Curry, unsuccessful. Flipped out to the near side, then off the glass. Quinnipiac trying to move it back on the attack. Instead, bumped back further. Fairfield uses this as a chance to change, as does Quinnipiac. Looks like they're changing the defenders. Dangerous play there, and a loose puck trying to collect and go on the attack was Fairfield, but a whistle and a tripping call here. The disbeliever is Brendan Burke. No relation to the Islanders broadcaster, but Burke to the box for a trip. First power play opportunity of the night belongs to Quinnipiac, and this is really the first time the puck maybe going to stay in the zone for the Bobcats. They've had trouble on the breakout. Back here on their side, trying to organize with Malalepsy. Back up to the point. Malalepsi lets it go underneath his stick. Comes down low to Zach Lee. Lee comes up top. Chris Cummings feeds across. There's a slapper. Pad stop Dillner. Working across here. That's flip clear. Good stop from Eric Dillner. He's worked along here, trying to clear as Fairfield. Instead comes down low to Lee. Glenn Considine, the shot from the point goes wide. Scooping it up first, that's Mangia Capra. Mangia Capri can't get clear. That's a shot on the top that comes out to the point. Keeping it alive, that's Chris Kosakowski. And now a whistle, another penalty called here, I believe. It's a tripping call, which will do away with the power play. Ned Malalepsi to the box. And we'll have a minute and a second of 4-on-4 time. Then Fairfield will head to the power play. Bad break there for Quinnipiac. They thought they had a chance to set up some offense, but turns out that's not the case. Nice spin to create some space from Sharfstein. Sharfstein couldn't establish anything there. Rather, pardon me, that's Zach Glass in the box for the trip. This puck tipped up and out of play. So Glass called for the trip, which did away with that power play.
Zach Glass, 2 minutes for tripping.
Malalepsi out there for Fairfield. Trying to keep the pressure on here. Actually, Malalepsi heading to the bench now, rather. This puck in the corner. Quinnipiac trying to get clear with Aiden McGinn. In the neutral ice, now on the attack. John Cielo tries a shot on the far side. Chased it in afterwards. Working out in the neutral. Firing in Will Kidd. Kidd lost the puck on the stick handle. Quinnipiac just trying to hold this in. Work the final seconds away, but now they work on a charge. Leaving that puck along, unsuccessful, but held into the corner. Cielo working towards the net. That's covered up, and that's a commotion after Dillner got the whistle. Defensive zone draw now on the power play. Fairfield looking to move up the ice. Now they are able to do it. Kidd takes it in on the right wing, now behind the net. Leaves it along to Brendan Burke. Burke holds up on the half wall. Hands to the point. Mangia Capri feeds along near side. There's a shot saved by Solomon, still loose, poked along to the boards. And again, the net dislodged. They need to reset it. That's something we've been saying all night long here on the lower rink. Net dislodged, needing a reset of it. But at both ends of the ice, it's been a common occurrence in the Farmingdale game. And now here early in this one between Quinnipiac and Fairfield, it's been striking early and often. Face-off win from Quinnipiac. They go on a shorthanded break. Here's Curry. Takes it around wide, poked away. Good recovery from Aiden Pasquin. Left along here, reorganizing are the Stags. But a good aggressive play from Ronan Curry. Throws the body around, jars the puck loose. Final seconds tick away on the penalty. Man out of the box in Glass as a penalty killed. Back to the defensive zone. Quinnipiac trying to jar it free. Comes along with Jake Russo. Russo can't clear the zone. Back with it, Cullen. Cullen over to the far side, working along Malalepsi. He's tied up along the wall. Glass gets it out for Quinnipiac. Then, though, the puck not out of the zone. An off-balance shot from Brendan Burke that time, patted away by Solomon. Now Quinnipiac with possession. Looking for the set play here from behind the net. This pass flagged down. And mishandled that time by Zach Glass. So it comes back into the possession of the Fairfield Stags. Moving on, Brendan Cullen. Cullen, tail end of his shift, just dumps in. Lively bounce off the boards. It finds the reach of Glenn Considine. Considine here just trying to clear, but again, no luck. The pass to a shot. That's pad stop from Solomon. Back out to the far side and fought clear by Jake Russo. Chris Mangiacapri from his own end. Feeding along to Zach Lee. Lee over to Momro. Connor Momro to a shot. Solomon saves, no rebound. Ryan Solomon has had a busy night in the office already, and we're only about 8 minutes into this one. 11:57 to go. As that quick shot from Connor Momro held on to into the firm grasp of Solomon, and there's another one right there, right off the draw. Quick action and a quick save. And they'll drop the puck again to Solomon's left. Tie up on the draw, bodies falling, Stags have possession. Hit it over up the far side wall, advancing along Aiden Brazel. Tied up along the near side. Quick shot from the point. Blake's shot stopped by Solomon. Holding in McDonald. Back along in the near side corner. Trying to feed it back there. Intercepted by the Bobcats. They work on the counter. Feeding along this shot wide of Dillner. Keeping in. Dillner knocks that up to himself and grabs the rebound. Early on, these two teams seem to be getting into the verbal jabbing of each other. So you saw it right there after the save from Dillner. It wasn't any traffic in front of them, but the two teams had some quick discussions. Now we're set to drop the puck, get play rolling again. Good work up the far side wall. Ronan Curry pokes it free for Fairfield. Does it stay out of the zone for long? It's dumped in, held in near side by Nick Emmons. Nick Emmons trying to work along behind the goal, but Chase McKenna takes away. Now they work clear. Long pass intended for Luca Mandato. Didn't connect, and the faceoff comes back into the neighborhood of Eric Dillner. Quinnipiac, of course, their NCAA team were the national champions last year. Success that has translated here at the club level as well. A very good season for them. The number 2 seed in the Empire. Some big wins this season. As there's a quick shot from Dillner, or towards Dillner, and he holds on. But big wins for the Bobcats this season. Split the season series with Farmingdale, a club that was getting some national attention. Beat Georgia, beat Buffalo as well. And quality programs on the resume of this Bobcat squad. Will Kidd slicing through, but out-muscled there on the puck by Nick Emmons. Comes back over into the possession of Quinnipiac. Kevin Keene trying to make some progress up the near side. No luck getting around Kevin McIntyre as it's dumped back in by Fairfield. Quick shot, Solomon saves and then knocks it up and out of play. .17 to go here in this first period. Still looking for that first goal. Face-off won by Quinnipiac. They clear the danger. Kidd back on it. His pass a little bit behind Brendan Cullen, and that results in an icing call against Fairfield. Just those breakout passes for both teams, especially for Quinnipiac, have not been there tonight. Part of that is credit to the defense for these teams, not making things easy on them. And part of it's just some early rust, maybe especially for Quinnipiac. Maybe some fatigue from last night's game for Fairfield. Malalepsi fires a shot that's blocked. Comes into the corner. A collision there, and a delayed penalty coming up to the Quinnipiac Bobcats. They touch up, and a man headed into the box. Man being escorted is Matt DiTullio. The call is a board. A collision right there in the near side corner. And that gives Fairfield another opportunity on the man advantage. They try the late change, but the officials say none of that. They want those same two out there because, again, Fairfield, the road team, not something they're used to here at the rinks in Shelton. This is their home ice, but they are the road team. They don't get the luxury of that last change. Fed over here. Lee mixes up a little bit with Marchi, but they reorganize. Tyler Marchi at the point. Exchanges with Lee. Back to Marchi, jamming at it. Solomon denies. Back along into the corner. Marchi changes direction behind the net. Marchi hands up top to Mangia Capri. He has the point. Quick shot along the ice. Looking for a tip. Didn't get it. And that's cleared out by Quinnipiac. Mangia Capri storms on for Fairfield. They're on the man advantage for the next minute 15. Spins off the check. But not that time. Meets the hip of Alex Umbro. Fairfield couldn't keep that puck in, but they do tip it. Rather, the puck actually just on its own left it the ice surface into the Quinnipiac bench. So it stays in their defensive end. Still a minute 4 to go on this PK. Face off to the left of Ryan Solomon. It's face off one by Fairfield. They try to advance up that far side with McKenna. Quinnipiac couldn't clear that puck, so it stays in. Back up top, McKenna. Can't get around the check of Zach Glass. Then Glass throws him down to the ice. Legal play, but the puck stays in. Centering feed, looking for a man right there in Malalepsi. Didn't connect. Quinnipiac clear to the near side corner. More valuable time running off the clock on this power play. From behind his own goal, Will Kidd hands over to Chase McKenna. One more here to Brendan Burke. Burke back to McKenna near side. The drop pass to Kidd. One more to Cullen. Cullen tries to shot off the outside of the post. Back here to McKenna, the extended stick. Couldn't keep that in. Looking maybe for the shorthanded break, Russo. Instead, spins back on defense. 6 now, 5 to go on the power play. Shot, they score! Dying moments of the man advantage. Fairfield strike first. Just Cullen drags to that quick shot, using the defender perfectly. There's a screen. Aiden McGinn tried to take that angle away, but instead he screened the vision of Ryan Solomon, and Fairfield on the board. Cullen had 2 assists in the first game, but here's a chance at the other way and a goal. Talk about a quick response. This game's tied. Jonathan Parker with the goal right off the face-off. Just dangles around, creates the opportunity, and what a fantastic job using the backhand as a deke, and then the wide open back door as Dillner committed to the shot. Dizzying pace there, 2 goals in about 5 seconds of game time. After being scoreless for the first, 12 minutes of this matchup, 2 goals in the blink of an eye. We're tied at 1.
Fairfield goal scored at 12-10.
Another chance at this end as that eluded the reach of Aiden Brazel.
Unassisted. That's Cullen unassisted. 12-10.
In the corner for Quinnipiac, trying to work up the ice. First goal announced to Brendan Cullen, a power play goal unassisted.
12-16 in the first period by number 20, Jonathan Parker.
And now Parker's goal announced, also unassisted.
At 12-16.
Fired in here. Unable to establish anything were the Stags. So now heading the other way, Pasquin. Pasquin's shot is gobbled up by Eric Dillner. Both teams would be happy for a little bit slower pace after the breakneck pace. 2 goals in span of about 5 seconds. Again, the live scoring not up and working. We'll check on that in between periods here to see if that has been changed at all. Collision between Considine and a Fairfield Stag as his man knocked down. Quinnipiac able to dump this into the near side corner. Race to that puck. Considine throws the body again. This time the puck firmly possessed by Fairfield. They try the breakout. To that puck first on the far side, McDonald. Fed along. Quinnipiac try to clear. They do. Puck didn't have enough on it for Pasquin to go on a break. So it stays along near side. Aiden Blake, with some help from a friend, dumps this in. Holding it on the near side, that's Brazel. Brazel couldn't keep that puck on the attack. Comes back the other way with Quinnipiac and McTavish. Sean McTavish avoids a check. Heads into the corner. Feeds over to Russo. Russo jarred off the puck, but it comes back to the point. Quick shot from the blue line, wide of the goal. Back here with Brazel. He takes a bump from Russo, but still able to muscle it to neutral. Offside zone entry against Quinnipiac. Get a stoppage here with 5:25 to go in the first. A goal from Brendan Cullen for Fairfield. Followed up quickly with Jonathan Parker for Quinnipiac. All level at 1 here at the rinks in Shelton on semifinal Saturday. There's a big check along the far side boards. Alex Umbro throwing out the body. Punishing blow as this flipped down the ice for Fairfield. They try to go on the attack now. They have it in the corner, and referee's arm in the air, a penalty coming. At least it looked like that was the case. They're right now just nudging the net back on its pegs, and pardon, no penalty coming. The referee's arm was up in the air. At least it seemed to be the case, but my apologies. Nothing happening other than just an offensive zone face-off for Fairfield. They aren't able to take advantage. On the strip, Will Kidd gives to the far side to Will Leary. Leary dumps in. Lively bounce off the boards, a shot. Solomon watched it go wide of his net. Tied up along the far side. Quinnipiac quickly fire this down the length of the ice. That is icing against the Bobcats. Bobcats can't change here with 4:42 to go in the first. Face-off won by the Stags. They set it up. The shot, glove saves Solomon on the shot from Leary. They redo that face-off here on the left side of Ryan Solomon. Back to the point. Shifting to a shot, Lee. That meets the pad of Solomon. Rebound cleared out by Quinnipiac, but again, it comes right back in with Manji Capri. Collision up on the far side boards. Brings it back out. Shifting into neutral. Racing to it first, though, Ben Cohen. Cohen holds up on the far side half wall. Feeds it over, looking to feed into the slot. Man right there, and Alex Chaconis. Never reached him. Comes out to the point. Flat pass into the corner from Kosakowski. Trying to set up the cycle, skipping a man. Goes down to Cohen. Cohen looking to feed to the point. That's intercepted. Comes out to Cullen. He clears. High bouncing pass. Chance for Fairfield. Here's a shot. Missing the net. A good looking opportunity for Brendan Cullen, but he didn't hit the target. Zach Lee back on it for the Stags. Wearing the red tonight. Cullen a little bit ahead of this play, called offsides. Some of the Fairfield Stags taking a look over here to the near side corner where several of the Farmingdale Rams taking on the action. They want to get a good scouting report on the whatever team they'll be facing in the final tomorrow. This attempted breakout, knocked down. Heading back the other way is Tyler Marchie. Marchie feeds across, good save Solomon. Rebound poke to the corner. Back up top, Chase McKenna. He tries one, it's dumped into the near side corner. Delayed penalty coming to Quinnipiac. It was a infraction in the corner as Marchie looking to reset here. Hand it over. This pass is knocked down, now touched up by the Bobcats. They're heading back to the PK. The penalty box door swings open for Quinnipiac. Man to the box, and Matt DiTullio yet again. It's another boarding call. Quinnipiac just have to mind their P's and Q's there in the defensive zone along the boards. It's the second boarding call that they've had already in this game. Another chance for Fairfield to try to take the lead yet again here on the man advantage. They've already struck once tonight. Quinnipiac able to clear. Burst of speed here for Alex Umbro. He gets to the puck first. Umbro in the corner. Doesn't have much support, but still chases it down. Umbro tries the wraparound. Net dislodged, and we get the whistle. Fantastic effort from Alex Umbro there. Defenders had a good 2 steps on him, but he was able to muscle around them, get to that puck first, still chase it down, try to go to that wraparound, and now an offensive zone faceoff, all shorthanded coming up for his team in the Quinnipiac Bobcats. Faceoff won by Quinnipiac, still shorthanded here. Back behind the goal with Keene. Keene gives it up to Mangia Capri. With A on his chest, he slows things down. Hands over to Cullen. Cullen got the first one on the power play. This time he dances in, takes to the corner, hands up top. Lee, back across, Manjay Capri, deflection, try, score! Set up to perfection, Fairfield back on top. Manjay Capri settled that down at the point, just waited on the timing with Brendan Burke. Burke streaking in and tapped it up and over. Beautiful deflection play. And the big celebration to cap it off. Burke's second goal of the postseason. And the second goal on the night of the power play for Fairfield has them on top of the second-seeded Quinnipiac Bobcats yet again. Last time, the Bobcats able to respond in a matter of seconds. This time, there won't be the same case. Just tied up in the near side corner. Working back along here, near side wall. Bobcats trying to work it out of the zone. Fairfield can't hold that in despite the effort from Zach Lee. They wheel back with it. Connor Momro dumps this in. Working back along the far side wall. There's a quick shot from the blue line, held on to by Eric Dillner. The official scoring on that goal. It goes to Brendan Burke, again, his second of the playoffs, with the assist going to Mangia Capre and Brendan Cullen. As now a Fairfield Stag in the box. That's Rob Sharfstein. He sits for two, and now here's that opportunity for Quinnipiac to tie with 1:15 to go in this first period. They head to the power play. They're 0 for 1 on their only opportunity in this game. It was an abbreviated one because they took a penalty midway through. Back up top, Umbro fires, looking for the tip, didn't get it in front with Emmons right there on the doorstep. Emmons now in the corner, goes behind the net. To the near side, McTavish. Up top, Umbro, back to McTavish. Walks in, feeds across. Fanning on that attempt was Zach Glass. Glass resets with McTavish. McTavish walks in, again looking for the tip, still there, battling for it. Taken wide, taken clear, and down the ice by Chris Cummings. Final 40 seconds of this first period. Penalty time would spill over into the second if the Bobcats can't find a goal in this next 30 seconds. Aiden McDonald sends this the length of the ice. Bobcats having some struggles here tonight on the power play. McTavish connects with Umbro on the pass. Umbro gets around his man in Matthews. But Matthews chases this puck down in the corner, sends it off to Glass, but not clear. Glass sends around to the far side, but not enough time to do anything with it. It's the Fairfield Stags with a 2-1 lead after 20 minutes of play. Couple of quick goals in quick succession made it 1-1, but then the second goal of the period and the second power play goal, in fact, from Brendan Burke has the Fairfield Stags on top 2-1. We'll take a break, but when we come back, we'll have the second period of action between the Stags and Bobcats right here on the Long Island Sports Network. I'll go at 2. Welcome back here to the rinks in Shelton, Connecticut. Getting set to go for the second period between the Fairfield Stags and the Quinnipiac Bobcats here on the Long Island Sports Network. It's a 2-1 lead for the Stags, and they have 45 seconds of penalty time to kill off to begin this middle frame. Welcome back, everyone. My name is Ian Binky. It's an exciting first period after the action started to ramp up. Tons of chances for both teams as the floodgates really opened up, and Quinnipiac still has 45 seconds to go on this power play. Still that time to serve for Fairfield's Rob Sharfstein after a boarding call on the near side. Team switch ends. Fairfield now going from left to right as we are underway in the middle frame. Back now to Alex Umbro trying to set things up, but forced into a turnover. Good work on this forecheck while short-handed from Andrew Thornton. As now he takes a check along the far side, finally gets it back to Quinnipiac with Chris Kosakowski. But good work there in the attacking end with Thornton. Plays the move now until 23 seconds left on the power play. As now they try to set it up top with Kosakowski. Set across, that shot over the net, lively rebound, nearly found its way into the slot, but then the net dislodged yet again. And we'll reset with a face-off in the attacking end for the Quinnipiac Bobcats, which for that's a break for them because the puck was about to be fired down the ice by Fairfield, but instead they get a break, they get a face-off right to the left of Eric Dillner. Tie up on the draw, still there, now sent over to the near side boards. Final seconds ticking away on this power play as Fairfield sent it all the way down the ice. 2 seconds now, 1, and Sharfstein is out of the box. Drop pass for Quinnipiac as they try to set it up. Shot from the near side. That was from Considine. His shot up and out of play after the block from the Fairfield defender. Took a quick look at the action upstairs in the Black Division. Their second semifinal is firmly underway as well in the second period. Sacred Heart with a 3-0 lead over Farmingdale's D2 squad. The Stony Brook Seawolves waiting to see who they'll face tomorrow afternoon. That game underway at 2 o'clock. Fairfield clear this out and just enough on that so it's not icing. Fairfield get back on side. Now a rush here for a chance from Burke. That's knocked up in the air, still loose. Now back up top, a shot. Good save from Solomon down on a knee. Still loose at the side of that. Solomon reaching for it, can't get to it. Kept alive by Cullen. Cullen met there by Matt DiTullio. And along Cullen trying the centering pass. Comes out to the near side. Emmons trying to work clear as he does so into neutral. Matt DiTullio looking for the long pass through. It's tipped in by Nick Emmons. Quinnipiac get a couple guys off the ice for a change. We're back on the near side here as it's pinned up along the boards. Good forechecking pressure here from Quinnipiac. Looking to get it back to a shot. Here's an effort from the point. Deflection in front, but Dillner holds. So we get a whistle. With those two games going on right now, both live on the Long Island Sports Network. The final 2 spots up for grabs, 1 each in the purple division right here and the black division upstairs. And a shot off the draw that goes high and wide. Fairfield now with it, trying to work clear, but Thorne in the side. Jake Russo pins back in for the Bobcats. Back along Cielo. Now fighting for it. Back out into neutral ice. Player knocked down, and Jake Russo, he wants a call, not going to get it. Settling it down, Zach Raposa. From center ice, pounds this in. Cielo, back up top. That was actually cut off there along the far side boards by Sharfstein, and a penalty coming to Fairfield as a player knocked down. Backside official caught a side of that from center ice. And Sharfstein heading back to the box, this time for a hook. Second time he's taken a seat in the sin bin. It's Quinnipiac back to the power play. They had a chance, or the tail end of a chance, to start this period. 45 seconds of a Sharfstein penalty. He was set free that time. This time, see if it's any different. So far, so good for the Stags as they clear the zone. Aiden McGinn from his own end. Pass to Raposa. Back to the far side to Cielo. John Cielo holds up on the far side. Gives it up behind the goal. Knocked down there on a check was Pasquin as this puck sent down the ice. By number 21, Robert Sharfstein. 2 minutes for hooking. Cielo motors this back in. It's given over to the far side. Dumped in now by Quinnipiac, trying to set things up here on the near side. Not finding much success. Now comes back to the point of slapper. That's blocked. It was the effort from Zach Raposa, knocked down, cleared down by Fairfield. Long pass from Solomon, finds a receiver. That's Ryan Cielo. John Cielo, rather. Can't hold that puck in. Penalty over half gone, and Cielo brings it back in. Drop pass to Russo. Russo feeds across, the bumper back. Fanning on that shot was Raposa. Tried to line it up for the wrister, and ended up just getting a whole bunch of ice. Raposa not on the same page there with Russo. He wanted a change. So 30 seconds to go, still trying to get anything working here on the power play. No luck so far for Quinnipiac. Credit to the Fairfield Stags, making life very difficult here for the Bobcats on the man advantage. Pass across off the dasher, glove down by Sean McTavish. McTavish walks in, fires around the blender. Ends up behind the goal. McTavish racing to it, feeds into the middle, back over, the shot blocked. Back up top as the penalty expires. This shot gobbled up by Dillner on the effort from Kosakowski. We talked about the schedule for tomorrow. The Black Division Finals getting set away, who will be joining Stony Brook. Stony Brook already know they'll be there, as do the Farmingdale State Rams here for the Purple Division, as there's a shot meeting the pillow of Dillner. But the Black Division Finals, that'll be underway at 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. This fired down, it's a covered up and a face-off. No, that's called icing. The race one before it found its way on target to Solomon. So pardon that, and there's a face-off coming up next to Dillner. Rather, it actually got it mixed up. I'll actually wait to confirm that, but there'll be one game at 2 o'clock, one game at 4:30. We'll wait and see which will be where and when, as there was a quick shot covered up by Dillner. The 2 o'clock game is scheduled to be right here on the lower rink. The upper rink will host the second game. The schedule we were given before said the first game's at 2, said to be the Purple Division, as there's a quick shot on and ended up going wide, poked aside for good measure by Ryan Solomon. The schedule we were given said Purple at 2, Black at 4:30. Recent events, though, might have changed that. But again, stay tuned to the Empire social media and LISN social media, wherever you get your social media news, for more info on the schedule for tomorrow afternoon. Either way, trophies will be handed out right here at the rinks in Shelton tomorrow. Ryan Solomon out of his crease to play this. And now a whistle. And the penalty box door opening here for Quinnipiac. Francesco Coppola set to have a seat for the next 2 minutes as Fairfield to the power play. Coppola to the box. And a chance for Fairfield to keep the pressure on. They've already scored twice on the man advantage. Fed over here to Cullen. That missed the target. Reset up top. Zach Lee dangles around. Gives over to Mangia Capra. Mangia Capra, his shot not on target. And cleared out of there by Quinnipiac. Chris Mangia Capra feeds over here to the far side. Malalepsy trying to feed one on. Solomon saves, rebound. It's caught up in Solomon's pads. Everyone was kind of looking around for it, but he covers up.
By number 21, Francesco Coppola. 2 minutes for high sticking.
Coppola called for the high sticking. Didn't see the referee's signal there until the PA announcer let us know. So a high sticking call against Coppola. Sends Fairfield back to the power play. They're hoping to go now 3 for 4 on the night. They're already 2 for 3. Set up at the point. Walking in, Lee fires over the net. Another shot off the outside of the net. Finds a Bobcat and Kevin Keene. He sends the length of the ice. Knocked down by Dillner as the Stags slow things down under a minute to go on this power play. Coppola set free in the next 50 seconds. And this charged in. Cullen takes a check, forced into a turnover to Umbro. He delays, tries to set the pass through to Emmons. Didn't connect, but it does work as the lines are cleared. Racing back in, Brendan Burke. From the left wing, Burke goes behind his back. There's a shot, Solomon saves. Still loose on the far side, now finds a Bobcat and Cielo. He clears it down as Fairfield goes for a change. They want to get that second unit out. They get one last look here with 10 seconds left on this rush. Drop pass there, Cielo forcing the issue for Quinnipiac. Forces it into a turnover as the man set free. Cielo drops it back. He was looking for the trailer, and Cohen never reached his man as Fairfield dumped this down. Took deflection, no icing. It's going to be played by Raposa. Raposa goes behind his goal to Umbro. They try to set it up on the far side. That pass through neutral is cut off and dumped back in by Fairfield. They want to change blue liners. Here in the corner, held up by Ben Cohen. Cohen sends back to the near side. Quinnipiac, though, a lot of trouble leaving the zone. Fairfield with it. Back up top. This one goes wide of the target. Holding up along the far side wall. Trying to move around that time. Momro, no luck. Comes back up the other end for Quinnipiac. Pass across. Here's a chance from Parker. Misfire on the shot. Comes back up top to Arabian. Arabian feeds back around. Held up in the corner. Now Fairfield with possession. Brazel able to clear. Now a break potentially. It's a quick shot. Grazes off the pad of Solomon. On the look from Sharfstein. Good effort there in the zone from Brazel. Tried the stick lift. In the end, just not enough. Does come back into neutralized for Jeffrey Matthews. He dumps in. McGinn organizing this rush now. On the move, Parker. Parker nowhere to go. Has to go backwards here. Now reorganizing Kosakowski. On the move, Cohen. Cohen hands back, spinning pass. Misfired over to the near side. Held up in the corner. Trying to kick along that time was Ben Cohen. And as we hit the halfway point of this hockey game, still a 2-1 lead for the Fairfield Stags over the second-seeded Quinnipiac Bobcats. To the near side, Fairfield take that away. Stags work clear. Long pass deflected down by Cucaro. And Cucaro called for the penalty here. As player down. And a boarding call. As good sign as Cummings gets back to his feet. Able to head back to the bench. That won't be the case, though, for Brandon Cucaro. He's the guilty party on the board. And that's really been the Achilles heel tonight for the Quinnipiac Bobcats. Too many penalties, too much time spent here trying to kill it off, and they haven't had a whole ton of success in doing so. They've allowed 2 power play goals already. And that's the reason why they're down by 1. Another opportunity here for Fairfield. It's their 5th of the night. Face-off won by Fairfield. They start the man advantage. Lee sends a cross, walking in Cullen. Cullen fires, saves, rebound, still loose, now covered up. It's a scramble in the net, and Solomon just able to seal the pads together long enough to get the whistle.
Second period by number 27, Stephen King. 2 minutes reporting. That's King's reporting at 10:20.
Face-off won by Quinnipiac. They clear it down. And that's the wrong name on that penalty. It's Cucaro in the box. Had to double check the roster there, but that is the case. Fairfield bringing this back in. Minute 26 to work. A penalty called here against Fairfield. A shrug of the shoulders from Ned Malalepsi, but it seems like he caught the eye of the official. And another one given on misconduct. That's a big call right there, Malalepsi. Voicing his displeasure for the call, gets the extra right there on the misconduct. So a 2 and a 10, the 2 for tripping, then the 10 for the misconduct, and someone has to go serve that minor. Extra man now in the box for Fairfield. Serving the penalty is Jonathan Parker. Will be 4-on-4 for the next minute 24. And I believe by mistake they have 2 penalties up on the board. But here come the Stags. It's reset now. Comes back up to the point. 4-on-4 hockey here. We skate. Fairfield still with that 1-goal lead. Wheeling back, Aiden Brazel. Back near side, Mangia Capri. And Capri fires, scooped up by Solomon. He can't hold on to it. But some help from Raposa clears the zone. Raposa takes it in. Holds up in the corner. Taken away by the Stags. As now it's cleared out. Now a break. Here's Marchi. Marchi fires, a save by Solomon. And the net comes off its moorings. Take a quick look back at that rush. Marchi tried to find some room there on the back post. Just nothing there. Great reflexes and good flexibility from Ryan Solomon to take that opportunity away. Solomon has been coming up big in this hockey game, keeping his team in it. He's faced a lot of shots tonight. Don't have the official number handy, but definitely an advantage for Fairfield in that department. Knocking this down, Jake Russo trying to go on the attack. Players tumble down. Still 4-on-4 for the next 25 seconds. Resetting here is Fairfield behind their own goal. Handing over with room to Cummings. He fires a shot that's held on to by Solomon. Quick check up on that clock. Shows 7:51 left to go in the second period. 11 seconds left of the 4-on-4. Then it'll be 37 seconds of power play time to follow for Quinnipiac. Face off tie up, won by Fairfield. They flip to the near side, Chase McKenna to it. McKenna holds, walks, tries the wrap, now thinks better, tries the quick shot. Grazed off the glove of Solomon, cleared out by Quinnipiac. Now a chance to break for Considine. Considine fires, scores! Glenn Considine, we're tied at 2. Believe that was just as the power play started as well. As Considine just able to chase that puck down. Bouncing puck, he was able to collect it first. Then 1-on-0 up against Eric Dillner. He comes out with a great shot just as the penalty expired to Quinnipiac. So it's officially a power play strike for Glenn Considine. His first of the playoffs has us knotted up at 2. And now they get that penalty sorted out with the scorers table. You saw it right there on the big board after that goal. The penalty expired. Now we're back to 5-on-5 hockey after the power play goal from Considine. Brand new hockey game here, 2-2 with 7:23 to go in the second. And an interference call. No goal. No goal right there. The official saw it right as it happened. A collision in the crease between Ryan Solomon and Brendan Cullen. As we take a look back at that, Cullen will be charging here in the right side of the screen. Just out of the camera shot there, but Cullen with a big collision with Solomon. The shot came after, but an interference call goes the way of the Bobcats. Cullen to the box. Bobcats back to the power play immediately after scoring the game-tying goal with Glenn Considine on the man advantage. They win the face-off. Comes back to Umbro. Set over near side. A quick pass over to the far side. Doesn't connect. Umbro deflects it, but can't keep it in. Reset now with Chris Kosakowski. Circles in front of Solomon. Pivots to his right. Kosakowski on the move. He gives over to McTavish. McTavish brings it in. Gives back to the point. Kosakowski fakes a slapper. Moves down to the face-off dot. Cross-ice pass, no good. Trying to slap it out of there. McKenna can't do it. Held in. Cross-ice feed. The shot blocked from Umbro. He extends the arm. Penalty coming. As now they touch up. An interference call against Alex Umbro. That'll do it for that power play. As he heads off, 1:17 of 4-on-4 time to follow. As the penalty minutes, that penalty log is going to be run out of paper if they were going with pen and paper to keep track of it. I think we're all digital now, fortunately. It's another one, that one for interference. The right call. The puck was really not in the grasp of anyone in particular. The extended arm of Umbro prevented the player from joining the play. So a good call from the officials. We're 4-on-4 now as this face-off back to the right of Solomon, won by Quinnipiac. On the move now, Zach Raposa for the Bobcats. The reverse check that time on Ronan Curry knocks him down. But the possession falls back to Zach Lee. Lee brings it into Curry. The pass comes behind to Brazel. Brazel circles back at the blue line. Pass to Zach Lee. Lee tries the shot that's blocked. Knocked down. It's sent up and out of play into the netting. Initial shot from Lee was deflected. Took most of the steam out of it. Still went towards Sullivan. He did make the save. Solomon, pardon. Solomon ready in the cage for another face-off to his left. Quick shot off the jaw. Great save, Ryan Solomon. Took that away from Ronan Curry. Back along, Manja Capret. Goes behind the net to Brazel. Brazel wanted the point pass. Instead holds it. Gives back. Gives back to the point. Manja Capret. Fed along. That shot blocked. Held up in the corner. Brazel feeding out in front. Rolling puck sent wide of the cage by Curry. Holding at the point, Manjay Capre. He fires. That shot saved by Solomon. Flip clear by Quinnipiac. Now trying to move forward, McTavish. McTavish, short-handed break. He fires past the pad. And now the rebound falls to Fairfield, who now have 40 seconds to work on the power play. That short-handed chance wasn't a short-handed chance. It was actually a 4-on-4 break. The shot came right as a man left the box for Fairfield. Near side wall, Marchie. Tyler Marchie, the backhanded pass to the far side. Momro goes up top. Lee fires over the crossbar. Connor Momro chases this down, resets. Momro along the far side wall. Deflected pass comes over to Zach Lee. Lee to Marchie. Marchie regains his balance, walks this down. There's a shot, a one-timer high from Cullen. Working back along. Quinnipiac clear this out as the penalty expires. Won't be icing as the race was won by the Bobcats. And it was played by Dillner. Well, that was Fairfield to keep possession. 4:20 to go in a 2-2 hockey game here in the second period. Tyler Marchie tried to spin back to the point, lost possession. That's a battle for it. Scooping it up, right? It's John Cielo. Cielo's shot held onto by Dillner. We get a whistle. 4:05 to go in the second. There's now some jawing between Dillner and Jonathan Parker. Parker will head back to the bench after he got his word in. Passion running high in this one. 4 minutes to go here in the second period. Trying to work clear, Aiden Blake. Can't get it past the blue line. Stays in for Quinnipiac. Feeding back along, that pass just misses the reach of Ben Cohen. Comes back up the other end for the Stags. Blake takes the shot. Solomon saves. Solomon's positioning, picture perfect right there. Saw his man was going over to the far side, so he pushed himself flush against that far side post. Nowhere for Aiden Blake to go with that puck. Tie up on the draw, Stags hold. This shot blocked. Swarm of humanity in the middle there, and that one knocked down by a hand, they say the official. So the hand pass called against Quinnipiac. Puck stays in the defensive end for the Bobcats. Man ahead of that face-off into Tullio. It doesn't matter. Fairfield wins the draw. A shot blocked, knocked into the corner by Matt Tullio. Doesn't help his team get it clear, though. It's tied up along the boards. 2-on-2 board battle. Now it comes free with Luca Mandato. Still in a battle along the boards. Now comes out with Cummings. Chris Cummings knocked down hard. Got a crunch from Cucaro. Rolling puck comes on cage. Solomon puts the trapper over top. There's some nonsense going on there right in front of Solomon there moments ago. Chris Cummings tried to go to the soccer-style flop, looking to draw a penalty from Josh Levike, but in the end, nothing came out there. Good call from the officials on the flop. No call, rather. This chipped out of the zone by Jonathan Parker. Parker now trying to get to that puck. Does stay in the zone on the effort on the follow-up from Nick Emmons. Now up on the near side. Sent towards the net by Kosakowski. Goes wide. Kept in at the point by Parker. Parker feeds around. Finds Emmons on the corner. Back up top, Parker. Parker tries a shot. Saved by Dillner. He holds on. End-to-end action here in the second period. Really, those first couple minutes of the first period felt like a feeling out process. since the floodgates have opened, it's been a lot of chances. Both goalies have been strong. Kosikowski sets up the cycle, goes behind the net, feeds out in front. Good save from Dillner. Puck comes up the other way with the Stags. Working up that far side. Feeding back along Mangiapane. Board battle, taking it away, Thornton. Thornton now loses it to McGinn, but stays around in the far side half wall. McGinn on it for Quinnipiac, trying to clear, but that meets the stick of Lee. Tied up there. Sticks go flying. And Buck sealed to the wall yet again. Players fishing at it. McGinn retrieves his stick. Official taking a close look there as it's held firmly against the wall. Still no movement on that puck. Actually see it there. Now kick free to Emmons. Nick Emmons can't clear. Opposite number 9, Zach Lee, feeds across. Mangiapane feeds into the fray in the middle. Now flip clear by Quinnipiac. That was McGinn firing it down the ice. Icing call. 90 seconds to go in the second period. Have to like the physical play here in this middle frame as well. Some big checks being thrown. That board battle lasted for quite a while. Been several of them in the period. Comes back up top of the face-off win from Fairfield. Walking in is Burke. Didn't find a lane. He holds up with it. Burke goes behind the back. Tries to work it up the far side boards. Instead, McGinn tries to clear. This ends up in the Fairfield bench. They say the last touch was from a Fairfield Stag, so it will be a neutral zone face-off. Puck in the hand of Jackson Chalmers. He gets play started back up again. Alex Umbro looking for progress down the left wing, none found. Long stick of Aiden Pasquin knocks it down as we enter the final minute of the period. Now a break for Considine. Considine fires. Good stop from a man right there in Dillner. Worked out back to neutral by Fairfield. But another good look for Glenn Considine. He does have the game-tying goal as we stand. Long pass, a bouncing puck, aggressive play, and what a play made by Ryan Solomon. Went a long way out of his crease to deny that opportunity for Brendan Burke. Take a look at that, the long puck, the long pass served beautifully right there to Burke, but in the end, just a little bit too much mustard on that offering. Work back along, nice drag. McKenna fires. Now is stopped by Solomon. Now this knocked down to Considine. On the left side, 25 seconds to work. Considine tries a shot, bouncing puck, comes back out to the point. Working back along, shot along the ice, wide of the cage, into the corner, Considine. Back up top, Umbro. Umbro feeds along. Holds up here on the near side. Looking to send across to the back door, fanning on the one-timer. That was Considine, as now getting the whistle as the net just nudged off its moorings. 4.9 seconds left. Bobcats might get one more look here in this second period. Face off to the left of Eric Dillner. Officials making sure everyone's on their marks here. Face off one, comes back to Umbro. The shot saved by Dillner, got a piece of his stick on it, as that's where the second period comes to a close. No closer to deciding who's going to win this one. We're deadlocked at 2 after 40 minutes of play. Right now, the game-tying goal belongs to to Glenn Considine, pardon. Got him mixed up with a former NFL player. But Glenn Considine is the game-tying goal scorer right now for the Quinnipiac Bobcats. We're deadlocked at 2. Third period coming up in a few minutes right here from the rinks at Shelton on the Long Island Sports Network. Welcome back here to the rinks in Shelton, Connecticut. They have 20 minutes in regulation to decide a winner between the Quinnipiac Bobcats and the Fairfield Stags. We're all tied up after 2 here on the Long Island Sports Network. Welcome back, everyone. My name is Ian Benke, and we are set for another 20 minutes of thrilling action between the Stags and the Bobcats. The game-tying goal right now belongs to Quinnipiac and Glenn Considine. Considine was able to take a power play goal right as the one penalty expired, which gave the Bobcats the man advantage. But it was second into the power play was all it took for Considine to slide one home, and that's what has us knotted at 2 so far after 40 minutes. One last spot up for grabs here in the Purple Division. The final game tomorrow, they'll crown a champion. Farmingdale's already there. Who will join them? Will it be the Bobcats or the Stags? Fairfield want to do it on home ice. But they're the road team here against Quinnipiac. It's Fairfield that gets the first possession here in the third period. Capri tried to send that around the glass, but not too friendly to that kind of play are the rinks at Shelton. A little bit of shorter glass here. Come to think of it, because we've seen so many pucks out of play, I think maybe this glass is just a hair short. It does seem regulation size from where we're standing. Here's a shot from the slot, tipped up and out of play on Ciello's effort from right in the middle. Quinnipiac looking good so far here in the third period. Hoping that this pressure on Eric Dillner will result in a goal, which would give them what would be their first lead of the night. They've been playing catch-up all night long. They win this face-off. Ciello gives over to a backhanded shot from Russo. It's saved. Rebound still there. Cleared up to the point. Dillner gets a piece of that one and the second effort as well. Jake Russo, no luck against Eric Dillner. The pressure starting to pay off. This shot from the point from Raposa, it was saved. A juicy rebound out there for Russo, but he just couldn't elevate it up and over the pad of Eric Dillner. Referee saw someone jump the gun there for Fairfield, as they're right now talking to Connor Monroe to stay right on his marks. On that hash mark there on the near side. Fairfield able to win this draw, knock it out. Aiden Blake trying to chase it down. Does stay in here for Monroe. Monroe on the near side. Trying to reset it here at the point. Sent over in the middle. Bouncing puck. That's gloved down by Quinnipiac. Actually, no, it's a penalty. An interference call, and that small shove there, that was enough to get the ire of the official. Roth right there, and a man heading to the box, and Chase McKenna. Big chance for Quinnipiac on the power play. When the official's arm went up, I thought for sure it was because of a hand pass coming from Quinnipiac, but instead they ruled it was an interference call against Chase McKenna. Face-off won by Quinnipiac, but the pass off the target from McTavish as this comes up the other way. A shot saved, but then a penalty called, a hook against Quinnipiac. That power play finished as soon as it started as the Bobcats sent a man to the box. Umbro gets the hook for the hook. An eventful first minute here in this third period. The parade to the penalty box continues. Each team with a man in the box for the next minute 51. Then about as short as a power play as you could get for Fairfield on the other side. They'll have 9 seconds to work on a man advantage. Quinnipiac starts this off with a face-off win. Aiden McGinn behind the goal. Sets this up to the far side. Working in, here's a quick shot. Glove save off of Kosikowski's wrister. Goes back behind the net to Mengia Capre. He sets this breakout up with Zach Lee. Lee trying to reset that pass over to Marchie. Heads up the other way. Now a break for Quinnipiac with Parker. Parker works in, scores! Jonathan Parker puts the Bobcats in front. See right there, Parker working one-on-one with Chris Mangiacapri. He was able to get him to commit on the poke check. That got him on the 1-on-0 with Dillner and just able to poke it in up and over the pad. Dillner got a piece, but not enough. Big goal for Jonathan Parker. He's been all over the place in this game. And now he has the go-ahead goal as things stand. It comes 4-on-4 in the early stages of the third period. Now it's up to Fairfield. They trail for the first time tonight. How can they respond? Can they respond quick? Will it come late? Will it come at all?
Quinnipiac goal scored at 1:34 in the third period by number 20, Jonathan Parker.
Circling back here, Zach Raposa. And a penalty coming. There's a drive to the net, rebound, score! Cashing in on the back door, Zach Lee. We're tied at 3. There's your answer. There's the response. Sending one towards the net, Aiden Brazel. The initial stop from Solomon, but left it right there. And a wide open goal for Zach Lee has us knotted up at 3 yet again. Now the officials talking things over. They're going to send a man to the box for Quinnipiac. Raposa kind of just standing there at the penalty box door. He was the one that committed the infraction. The man advantage was going up there. I don't know if this is going to be a... It is. So they have the penalty up on the board. Raposa heading to the box. And now the chance for Fairfield to get a couple and try to go back on top. They have a 4-on-3 for the next 48 seconds. They win the face-off, get things started here on the power play. So it'll be a 4-on-3 for that time. Then I'll be on 4-on-4 for 9 seconds. Then the abbreviated power play 5-on-4 for Fairfield. Write that down. You'll want to keep track. That's the case unless they score. It's fed over. It's shot wide of the target. It was a look for Cullen. Reset up top. Brendan Cullen circles back at the point. He walks in, fires, glove save. Solomon, a rebound, not out of the zone. Kidd holds in. Cullen. So now the penalty expires. Actually, it's a 5-on-3 momentarily, not a 4-on-4. So this walk back over. Now a man out of the box. Traditional 5-on-4 power play as it's in the corner with Quinnipiac. They wait. Now send it down as far as center ice. Some good pressure here from Jake Russo while shorthanded. They evade it, get it through to Marchie. Tyler Marchie stalls at the blue line, and that threw someone ahead of the play. It's offside. Frustrated a little bit, Brendan Cullen, not synced up with his teammate. Resetting things here, 49 seconds to go on the 5-on-4. Monumental chance for Fairfield to get their noses back in front as we're level at 3. Face-off won by Quinnipiac. This comes in, and that passed a little bit too far in the skates of McTavish. Now they try to move up the other way. They have some numbers. Hand it over to the far side. Working over there, Zach Lee. He has the game-tying goal. Back on the near side. Holding up, setting up. Circling out back wide. Mangiacapri holds at the point. He tries a shot. That's blocked, and he's knocked down by Kevin Keene. Quinnipiac clear their lines. Comes back out to neutral. Mangiacapri sets it back up for Fairfield. Tries the give and go to no avail. They get back on side. March back in with Momro. Connor Monroe, the backhanded pass, comes all the way out to neutral ice and didn't want to touch it, but Zach Lee knocked it down with the stick. That is offside against the Stags. This is a game where you've never been able to tell who's going to get out in front and hold that lead. It's just every single time a team gets out in front, that's just motivated the other side to go ahead, bring it level. We've now seen both teams do just that. Game-tying goal right now for Zach Lee, as that's covered up by Ryan Solomon. Lee cashing in on the rebound after the initial effort from Aiden Brazel. That has leveled things between the Stags and the Bobcats. Face off in the attacking zone. Fairfield can't hold it in as Chase McKenna back with it in his own end. This goes high off the glass, just stayed in place somehow. Working back along with it here, the Quinnipiac Bobcats. They try to feed up the far side, pass not complete, but then a deflection brings it back here, and a whistle offside against the Bobcats. Quick look at the upper rink as action is winding down up there in the black division between Fairfield's here. That's Sacred Heart and Farmingdale. Sacred Heart clinging on to a 2-goal lead. They lead 6-4 with 4:25 left in the third, but Farmingdale working on a power play right now, trying to come up with a big comeback, and we're trailing by as much as 3 from my count early on in that game. We'll keep you posted on that to see who will be facing Stony Brook in the Black Division final. We're waiting to see who will play Farmingdale State, their Division I team here in the Purple Division. Coming back on goal, Fairfield firing. That's a chance for Malalepsy. Just missed wide of the net. Another shot from the near side. That's knocked aside by Solomon. Comes out to the far side. Race to the puck, won by Nick Emmons. Emmons can't get clear though. McKenna sends back along the dasher. Attempted centering feed to Burke, no good, and now a whistle. Looked like that was the linesman there, Chalmers, with the whistle. So they face off. Wait and see here. Looks like the face-off will stay back into the realm of the Quinnipiac goaltender and Ryan Solomon. Face-off won by Fairfield. Walk-in shot from Leary. It's still loose. Loose right in front. Jamming at it. Fighting for it. It's loose near side. Still in a battle. Now the referees lose sight. And now some pushing and shoving after the whistle. This is a huge, this is as competitive as you can get here. Tie hockey game, playoff hockey. As good as it gets here on the Long Island Sports Network. Shot from the point blocked. Comes over into the corner, Quinnipiac hold. Can't get clear, but now they intercept that long pass. A player streaking in behind the play. That was Emmons. He now gets to it in the corner. They try to set it up, but that pass intercepted. Fairfield heading up the other way. On the move, McKenna. Gives over there to Will Kidd. His shot missed the target. Quinnipiac now on the counter. Feeding over far side. Constantine left it behind. Can't set it up there. It falls now to Will Leary for Fairfield. He gives it up in neutral ice. Sent back in by Quinnipiac. Gloved down in neutral ice by Kosakowski. Laid offside on that dump in. Bobcats won't mind. They're going for a personnel change. And on the near side, Chris Cummings sends as far as the blue liners, but it comes back in the other way. That shot blocked. Rebound, second effort, blocked again. Couple of shot blocks from Will Leary that shift. As that trickles through the Quinnipiac blue liner in McGinn. Comes all the way down now to Kosakowski, resetting things for Quinnipiac. Back here near side, Bobcats on the move. That's gloved down. Heading forward now, Alex Jaconis. Mangia Capri sent over to the far side. Comes out to McDonald. Lee fires a shot over the glove, then off the glass. Staying in on the far side. Now back out, Zach Lee from center ice. Dumps in. Hoping to get it back. Eden Blake tried to feed to the point. Gets it to Mangia Capri. He fires one wide of the target. Sent clear by Quinnipiac. Shakonis trying to chase it down at the blue line. No luck. Comes back in for Fairfield. This shot blocked. Rebound still there. Struggling to find it, Solomon, but it's back out at the point, and now into neutral ice on the misfired pass. Mangia Capri comes across to Zach Lee. The bump and then the pass to McDonald. He dumps in. Fairfield forwards head for a change. Quinnipiac, their defenders want the same. Can only get one off there. But now the second opportunity. Working with it, Kosakowski feeds over to the far side, gets it a little bit further in. Picking up in neutral ice, John Cielo. Cielo motors in, takes a bump that time from Mangia Capri. Jars the puck free, held up on the near side. Kept in by Quinnipiac on the heads-up play by Jake Russo. Mangia Capri met by Jake Russo, near side boards, they collide. 2-on-2 board battle right here. Cielo gets away with it. Reset to Russo, slapper from the point, wide of the net. That was a look from Zach Raposa. Fairfield clear out the rebound. Chris Mangia Capri trying to move up the near side. That was played with a high stick by Quinnipiac. And that's a tough break for them. The faceoff will come into the defensive end for the Bobcats. Face off to the right of Solomon. It's won by the Bobcats. They try to clear now with Russo. Russo on the backhander. He's hoping this puck slows down. It will enough to wave off the icing. It's a shot bobbling the puck, still loose, and they blow it dead. The puck ends up in the back of the net, but play was blown dead long before that. As Russo and Dillner got a little bit mixed up. Dillner ended up on top of the puck for long enough to get the whistle. Some Stags players right now talking to the back official. Maybe hoping to get a penalty out of this, but doesn't seem like anything is going to come out of it other than an offensive zone face-off for Quinnipiac. And passionate discussion there. Officials talking things over a little bit, but as stated, nothing comes out of it. Just a face-off to Dillner's right. At the dot, it's McTavish, or rather Malalepsy, and against McTavish. Making sure everyone's on their marks here. Now we're ready to go. Tie up. McTavish wins it. It's pounded into the corner. Held in on the near side. Comes back down low to McTavish. Tried to feed to the middle. That's cut off by Brendan Burke. Burke clears up the right side. Burke fighting for it. Unable to hold possession. Quinnipiac shift back through the middle. Sean McTavish couldn't find anywhere to progress. This shot high and over the target. It was a look for Burke, but a rolling puck went up on his stick. Comes back up the other end. Pasquin left that one along, but a good physical play separated him from the puck. Jeffrey Matthews disrupted that play. A shank shot there from the point from DiTullio. Comes back forward with Burke, but poked away by Matt DiTullio. Circling back in center ice. Working back in now Cummings. Chris Cummings shoves his man down to the ice, and Brandon Cucaro Still loose out in front. Knocked back to the near side wall. Moving forward now, here come the Bobcats. Working in, Glenn Considine. Puck covered up. And now it's a pushing and shoving. Considine getting into it with Chris Cummings. It's a game where, the cliche of next goal could be the winner doesn't really ring true. We've seen it before several times in this game. Goals scored, team seems to be taking all the momentum, and then it just pendulum swings immediately back the other direction. If the goal scored with more than 10 seconds left, I don't think we're done quite yet. This puck just rolls past the blue line, back out into neutral ice. That allows it to be taken by Fairfield. On the move, Cummings. Cummings tried to pass back across, no good. Back at the Rinks at Shelton logo in mid-ice. On the move, Ronan Curry. Curry, the reset now in neutral. Dumped in by Will Leary. Back across, that puck takes not a deflection. Linesman on the call. Face off back on the far end of the ice now. Quinnipiac on the back foot. And we have a final on the upper rink. Sacred Heart able to hold on to that 6-4 lead. That's the final score over Farmingdale. And the Sacred Heart Pioneers getting set for their matchup tomorrow with the Stony Brook Seawolves. That will be your Black Division title game. This puck flipped out of the zone by the Bobcats. No icing. They say it could have been played by Will Kidd. So we keep things rolling here in this third period. Quinnipiac with possession. Moving in. Parker. Parker the drop pass. The shot wide from Keene. Keene flags down the rebound behind the goal. Poked away by Eden Blake. Blake, he's able to clear. Connects on the pass with McDonald. McDonald dumps in out of his net to plate Solomon. Players lose their balance, comes back out with Keene. Kevin Keene works in on the left wing, tries the dump into the near side corner. Staggs able to clear that danger. Circling back with it now, Zach Glass. This puck tipped up in the air, does stay on the ice. Cielo tried to play that puck, and now this play whistled dead. Looked like it did just get out and into that screen on that short glass. Last touch from the Stags. There's a deflected pass up that far side wall. So Eric Dillner, aggressive posture here on the edge of his crease. Face-off win, but then wiping out before he could try a shot, Alex Umbro. Does stay in the zone. Mangia Capri trying to change that. Stripped away by Glass. Comes back down to Russo. Chris Mangia Capri takes that away. Not clear past Umbro. Umbro a quick shot. Saved by Dillner. And then a big shove from Chris Mangia Capri after the whistle up against Russo. Cooler heads prevail. Nothing comes out of that. Just gets set to drop the puck again to Dillner's right. Friendly discussion there between the official and Alex Umbro. Umbro fires, shot blocked. Rebound all the way back out to neutral. On the reset now, Zach Raposa. Ill-advised pass, no look variety. Back on the near side. Not too far hurt as this puck stalls out on the near side. Try to work in with it, Tyler Marchi. Marchi trying to feed across. That lane blocked off. Comes around behind the net past Umbro. Marchi from behind the goal line. Oh, nice move. Back up to the top. Lee waits, fires. Save, rebound, score! The Stags back in front. And that was all set up by that play by Marchi behind the goal line. Took out the defender for Quinnipiac. The hesitation from Lee made that opening. And then the last touch in front from Connor Momrow puts Fairfield in the lead, and what they hope is for good. Momrow's first of the playoffs. We'll wait for that decision if it's made official. But it looked like he got the last touch. He got the celebration. But now on the bounce heading up the other way. The pass looking for Keene in front didn't connect. Fairfield clear this down the ice, but it's icing against the Stags.
Fairfield goal scored at 13:39 of the third period by number 93.
It is Momrow that gets the... It is Momrow that gets the goal. Lone assist right now to Lee, but do believe that Marchi should get the secondary helper on that if they add it in later. In the corner here, McKenna trying to clear for Fairfield, no luck. Sent off the outside of the cage by Parker. He's double teamed down low, but able to poke it along to Emmons. Emmons tried to feed up top. Miscommunication with Kosakowski. All the way back in the defensive end for the Bobcats. It's a race to it. Kosakowski beats out Burke, but it's pinned in here in the Quinnipiac defensive end. Now it comes free. Nice feed through to Keene. Keene moves in, drive to the net. Keene knocked down, draws the penalty. Fairfield touches up. They touched up before, but now it's officially called. It's a slash against the Stags. Quinnipiac to the power play, looking to tie. It's one of those desperation penalties taken by Kevin McIntyre. He was beaten. He didn't want the goal to be scored too easily by Kevin Keene, so he opted for the penalty instead. It's 2 minutes on the man advantage to follow for Quinnipiac. Kept in on the far side. Good play by Kosakowski. Reset by Zach Glass in the corner. Glass waits. Hands over to the point. Umbro, the slap pass, poked away by Fairfield. Back out to neutral. Great stick by Chris Mangiacapre. Delays the rush. Comes back over far side. Kosakowski fires wide of the net. Back here near his side. Held by McTavish. Back to Glass. Up top, Umbro. Glass. Umbro at the point. He tries to slap her. Pad stop. Left right through. Glass didn't know it was coming. He had an open goal to shoot at as the net dislodged. Whistle called. And the face-off to neutral ice. Minute 14 to work on this power play for Quinnipiac. Looking for the game tire. Fairfield win the draw. Sent down the ice by Chris Mangiacapre. Kosakowski slows the pace for Quinnipiac. Now picking it up is McTavish. Sean McTavish cuts in. Met there. Sends it down. Mangiacapre tries to clear. McTavish slows, but to it first Lee. 2-on-2 break, and now a jailbreak. Here's the break for Cummings. He moves in and scores! Short-handed goal for Chris Cummings. 2-goal lead for Fairfield. You saw potential in that rush with Lee. He had the 2-on-2, then splitting the D. Chris Cummings all alone against Solomon. And the forehand wrister up and over underneath the armpit of Ryan Solomon. 2-goal lead, the largest of the night for the Fairfield Stags. And now a timeout called by Quinnipiac. They want to talk things over. They want to slow things down, and they really need to plan something up here. 4:05 to go. They now trail by 2, the largest lead of the night for any team, and it belongs to the 3-seeded Fairfield Stags. Stags came into this with a matchup against Delaware. Needed to win that to live on to play today. They did so with a big 6-2 win. And now they lead this one by 2, 5-3.
That's coming from Jersey at 15:55. A short-handed goal.
And confirm that. A short-handed goal for Chris Cummings has given a 2-goal lead to the Fairfield Stags. But they still have work to do. 4:05 is plenty of time for Quinnipiac to score 2 quick ones. Maybe even 3. Crazier things have happened. And they have 42 seconds of power play time to pull within 1. Mix up there at center ice, but Fairfield able to hold the puck and send it down. That's going to be important at this stage. You can't let Quinnipiac get a lucky bounce at neutral ice and get an odd man rush from the blue line. You have to get that puck in deep, make them work the entire length of the ice if they want to get this one back to within 1. They work this back to the point. Sent back near side. Raposa nearly lost his balance. Gives back to the point McGinn. McGinn's shot blocked. Collected, fired down the ice by Sharfstein. Penalty expires. We're back to 5-a-side hockey. Long pass to the near side. Russo couldn't collect. Manje Capri clears out for Fairfield. Picking up and on the rush, Malalepsi. Malalepsi scores! There's some insurance. Ned Malalepsi makes it a 3-goal lead. Great pass there. It worked out. It wasn't the intended target, but they'll take it. Malalepsi, a slick dangled and the backhanded cheese right tucked underneath the crossbar. Malalepsi's second of the playoffs. Comes up in a big way. Fairfield now cruising. A 3-goal lead with 3:01 to go in the third. The Quinnipiac Bobcats are stunned. 3 goals in seemingly what feels like the blink of an eye for the Fairfield Stags. They've got 1 foot into Championship Sunday, but they have to deal with the defensive zone faceoff here after that icing. All right. Quick look down at the Quinnipiac defensive end. Ryan Solomon still parked in the crease. No indication yet that they're going to pull him. See if that changes here after this faceoff. They win the draw. That's not the case. Quick shot, high and wide. Another puck sent on goal, trickling in the crease. Manje Capri steers clear of the danger, and now here's an odd man rush the other way. Working in, the pass across, the shot missing the target. Burke had the look. Solomon scrambling, danger not clear. Burke sends back across. They score! One more for good measure. It's Brendan Cullen. And that'll seal it. They didn't take the first chance after the effort was missed by Burke, but the glove down from the point from Malalepsi kept that danger alive. The pass fed across from Burke right to Cullen, and he made no mistake. Now the 4-goal lead, and in all likelihood, that'll put the final nail in the coffin of the Quinnipiac Bobcats. Ian Blake, though not satisfied, he dumps in looking for more. 4 in a row scored here in this third period. Actually, thinking back to it, no, it was 5 in a row, maybe 6, but a good kick save from Ryan Solomon. At 5 in a row, it was a 3-2 Quinnipiac lead. It was their first lead of the night. But since then, the Fairfield Stags have struck for 5 in a row here in this third period. They've stunned the Bobcats. An upset here in Shelton. And that's some of that home cooking, if you will, here at the rinks in Shelton, as that passed just a little bit too far in front of Aiden Brazel.
Fairfield goal scored at 17:40.
Mark back across. Quinnipiac kicked this down. Try to go on the rush. Racing to it. Jake Russo not quick enough. Will Leary wins the race. Working back with it on the far side. A collision. They fall down. It's held on the near side. Fed away through neutral, but nothing working there for the Bobcats. Settling it back down, Will Kidd, as we enter the final minute of the third. This worked back along. Fairfield, a quick backhanded shot from Thornton. Pillow stop from Solomon. Does stay in the zone for the Stags. Held up near side, Curry. Held up along the boards, comes back along. Right at the point. Stags can't hold it in. Long pass. Finds a receiver, then a check up that far side wall. Into the final 30. Nice move from Kosakowski. Backhander goes behind the net. The bump to Russo. Russo trying to force it to the slot. Can't find a lane. 10 seconds to go. Back along. Swing and a miss. The Fairfield bench can feel it. Final seconds tick away. The Stags survive to Sunday. Fantastic performance from Eric Dillner in net. Kept them in it. And then 5 in a row for Fairfield in the third period. Eliminates the 2-seeded Quinnipiac Bobcats. And now the Stags have a date with the Farmingdale State Rams on Sunday afternoon. Once again, your final score, the Fairfield Stags 7, the Quinnipiac Bobcats 3, and it's the Stags playing against the Rams for the championship. Thanks for tuning in here on semifinal Saturday. We got one more day of action here for the rinks in Shelton. It's Championship Sunday, all live right here on the Long Island Sports Network. For one final time tonight, my name is Ian Binky. Thanks for tuning in all night long. We'll see you next time. Till then, take care and have a good one.